Welcome, everyone, to the September 2nd, 2025 regular Board of Aldermen meeting. Would everybody please join with me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Alderman Plupka.
Here.
Alderwoman Tice.
Here.
Alderwoman Gold.
Here.
Alderwoman Sims.
Here.
Alderman Lockmiller.
Here.
Alderman Gould. Absent. Alderwoman Harder.
Here.
Alderman Erger.
Here. Thank you. And that new face, a new voice we see and hear is Octavia Pittman. She is our new city clerk, who is starting next Monday, I believe, officially next week. She comes back to us, having served in the city many, many years ago. Not that many years ago, I guess. I know a few of us were still aldermen at the time, and but she's come back to us, and so welcome. We're very happy to have you here. And so brings us to the next item, and that is the approval of the agenda. Do we have any changes to the agenda? Any objection to approving the same by acclamation? Seeing none, it will be so approved. Brings us down to public hearing. We have two items. First is a public hearing to establish the property tax rates for 2025. So with that, I will gavel open the public hearing. Anybody giving a presentation on that, Michelle?
Hi, good evening. In your packets is the information as it pertains to the public hearing in order to set tax rates. They're due by October 1st to St. Louis County and to the State Auditor's Office. It has the assessed values and the rates to be implemented for the funds, for the general fund, the pension fund, and the debt service fund. Are there any immediate questions?
And this is something we have to do every year.
You do have to do it every year? Yes.
Okay. Any questions? Okay, thank you. Anybody in the public care to speak on this particular item? If not, we will, we have nobody online, I'm guessing, right?
No.
And so with that, we'll gavel close the public hearing, and we'll take that up later on tonight. Next public hearing is the public hearing for a comprehensive sign plan. I thought I had this here. Sorry, everybody. Comprehensive sign plan for 2001 South Hanley Road. So with that, I will gavel open the public hearing.
Good evening. Drew Clary of Intellica has submitted for a new comprehensive sign plan for the 2001 South Hanley Road development. They consist of the two buildings. That was the Wallace Pencil Factory. It provides new signage throughout the campus. They originally received a comprehensive sign plan in 2015, so this is updating that. Planning and Zoning Commission recommended approval by a 7-to-1 vote. And they are requesting a first and second reading tonight.
Do we know what the one no vote was at Planning and Zoning?
I don't remember which member specifically was the no vote, but I know there was a lot of discussion in that they're providing for tenant signage, whether or not it is over their tenant space, or even if they qualify for tenant signage. So it was the additional tenant signage on the ground floor south building. The plan provides for any tenant can get a sign, whether or not it corresponds to their space or not.
Okay. Okay. Any questions? Yes, Alderman Sims.
Why is the applicant asking for a second reading tonight?
Just because of time constraints. If possible, if you guys would prefer to do it at a later date, that's okay too. But this has been an ongoing process, not to the city's fault. We did, well, one of the meetings, the air conditioning was out, and there was a lot, and I think we elected to do it the following month, right? It was a month apart? It wasn't because of the air conditioning, but it's been a bit of a process. We've got a couple new tenants that would really like to get signage up, and we've been telling them, hey, we're about to hopefully get this new package pushed through. Once that's done, we can get you the new signage criteria. So really, it's just to enable the tenants to get their signs up faster.
Anybody else? Okay, anybody in the public care to speak on this particular issue? If not, I will gavel unless you wanted to say anything. We're going to take it up later on tonight anyway. So with that, I will close the public hearing. And we will move on to item 5, citizen comments. Anybody in the public care to address the board? Now is the time to do so. All we ask is that you come to the podium, state your name and your address, and you'll be given up to 3 minutes. Anybody online?
No.
Okay. Moves us down to mayor and alderman reports. First up is the mayor. I just have a few things. First of all, I don't know are the goats in place, Eric?
Not yet. They're still in another job. They don't care about time constraints.
Okay. It's not every day you get to ask, are the goats here yet? But that's part of our Sustainable September. We are having goats at the Memorial Park, and they will be in a pen and kind of moved around for the entire month of September to help with the grass. And again, that way we can do it without using lawnmowers. We're also, part of the Sustainable September is a Deer Creek cleanout, which is needed. We've done that in the past. It's one Saturday. We all get in there and we pull out tires and chunks of concrete. They're amazing things that you might find down in Deer Creek, but it does help increase the flow of Deer Creek, thereby reducing the possibility of backups when we do have heavy rains. And there are many other events planned for the month of September. If you want to learn about those, go to the city's webpage, in particular Parks and Recreation webpage, programs page, and you can get some more information. The other thing is we have our biggest celebration coming up this month, and that is Brentwood Days, and that is on September 19th and September 20th. It starts on Friday night at 4:30. It runs from 4:30 to 10 or 4 o'clock to 10 o'clock on Friday night. That's when the fairgrounds open. There will be rides, a lot of different entertainment, food trucks, and then it carries over into Saturday starting with the parade at noon on High School at Brentwood Forest, and that parade ends in Brentwood Sports Park, and the Brentwood Days resumes at the end of that parade, and then it goes until about 8 o'clock, and we'll shut down the rides, and then we have a drone show again this year instead of fireworks. And so again, that is on Friday, September 19th, and Friday, September 20th. And finally, Brentwood Fire Department is having its annual open house on October 4th from 11 to 1. I believe that's it. All are invited. It's a lot of fun. And I joked that we'd have a raffle, that whoever won the raffle would be able to drive a fire truck, but I was told that's not the case. So with that, we'll move on to, that's it for the mayor. Alderman Plufka.
Thank you. Not to be outdone by the city of Brentwood, York Village has also hired goats for the common area near the sound wall. So on behalf of the trustees, they asked me to make an announcement to let you know that there will be goats taking care of the additional foliage in that northernmost part of the subdivision right up next to Highway 64. Also, I just wanted to say, from my own personal experience, my wife and I took a walk through Brentwood Park just on Monday. And Eric, I just want to say, you and your staff, despite the terrible conditions in terms of weather, heat, and no rain and all that, the park looks gorgeous. It really does. It is the trail system. I know a lot of planning went into making it look and allowing it to sort of develop naturally, and it's done that. And I just can't tell you how, just in 2 short years, 2 growing seasons anyway, the areas that were planned for being set aside are just spectacular. It really is beautiful. So I just wanted to say thank you. It's really, really nice.
Alderman Tice.
A couple of things. The Ways and Means Committee will meet this Thursday, the 4th, at 6 p.m. here in the chambers. Ward 1 will have a ward meeting next Tuesday, a week from today, the 9th, at the Community Center at 6:30. And finally, Kelly is retiring, and I just want to give a shout out to Kelly for all the years that she has done such work to make these meetings really easy for us and provide candy for us and the closed meetings, but she will be missed for many things, not just the candy. So thank you.
Alderwoman Goode.
I echo congratulations to Kelly for her retirement, and thank you for all you've done.
Alderwoman Sims.
I feel the same way, Kelly. You'll be very missed, but a well-earned retirement. So best of luck in your next chapter, and we'll miss you here. Otherwise, I have no report.
Alderman Lockmiller.
Public Works Committee will meet here in this room next Thursday, the 11th, at 6 o'clock. And Kelly, it's been a joy to work with you, and enjoy that retirement.
Alderwoman Harder.
I have no report, but I do want to say how much I'll miss you, Kelly, and how much you helped us, especially coming in as a new alderwoman. You really, answered every question I had and just helped me through. So I thank you and enjoy retirement.
And Alderman Erger.
No report, but congrats to you, Kelly. Thank you, especially during the onboarding process. You were super helpful for not only myself, but Sharon as well. So congratulations.
Thank you. And yeah, just to summarize, I said this at the coffee with the mayor last week. We were very fortunate, Bola and I both, to have Kelly come in when she did, and to say she righted the ship is an understatement. We had so many different things, and keep in mind, she had 0 municipal experience. And she came in and she figured it all out, and I've been an alderman since 16. I know the same with Steve and Dave and Sonny, and, we've seen a lot of different deputy clerks come and go, and I think we all would agree that she's done an incredible job. And so we will forever be grateful for your service as a true public servant to the city of Brentwood. So thank you so much. Brings us down to city administrator report.
That, I have to say something too.
Well, you'll get another opportunity on
Exactly.
Thursday, I think.
Well, I want to express my gratitude to Kelly. When we needed someone that was competent in the position, Kelly came, I'd like to say she came out of nowhere, but she really came out of somewhere. Apparently, my family had known Kelly for a long time, but I didn't really know the skill set that she had that could be of use to us here. And she hit the ground running and made my life so much easier. I could actually go home at a reasonable time. And so I continue to enjoy that and hope that I will be able to continue to enjoy that. And I know I will.
No pressure, Octavia.
No pressure. So I wish you all the best in your retirement, Kelly. Thank you. It's been a joy.
All been very helpful, so thank you so much. Broaden my horizons here and learn a little bit more about what's going on in Brentwood, and I guarantee you, I will be back.
And you realize you'd want nothing to do with local government ever again, after your experience here. No.
Having a few evenings off, that's nice.
Okay. Anything else? Okay. Brings us down to the consent agenda. Do we have any questions about any item on the consent agenda or any request to remove any of the items from the consent agenda? If not, the chair would entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderman Plufka?
Yes.
Alderwoman Tice?
Yes.
Alderwoman Gold?
Yes.
Alderwoman Sims?
Yes.
Alderman Lockmiller?
Yes.
Alderwoman Harder?
Yes.
Alderman Erger?
Yes.
By a vote of 7-0.
Thank you. Brings us to, we have no old business, gets us into new business. We have, I believe, 3 items. First is bill number 6571. Can we get a first read by title only, please?
Bill number 6571, an ordinance authorizing the city to enter into a purchase and sale agreement for the sale of a 5-foot wide strip of land known as 2831 Hilldale Avenue as excess property.
Evening. So if you guys remember, in 2020, we did some property research among a lot of areas in the city, and one of the things we found out is that we actually owned a small 5-foot strip of property, which is 2831 Hilldale Avenue. So we've had that for a while, and the property owner, Mr. Marshall at 2901 Hilldale, expressed an interest in purchasing that. It's not something we maintain. The homeowners have been maintaining it anyway. And so in speaking with Bull and the city attorney, we felt it was a good time to kind of sell this property to Mr. Marshall. So city attorney helped put together the real estate purchase and sale agreement. And our recommendation is to sell this piece of property to 2901, the resident at 2901 Hilldale.
Any questions? Alderman Lockmiller.
Eric, I know you reached out of courtesy to the other property owner next door. Did you ever hear back?
We did not hear, so no response was received once we sent the communication to them.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody else? Okay, thanks, Eric. We'll take up a second reading on that next meeting. Next up is Bill number 6572. Can we get a first read by title only, please?
Bill number 6572, an ordinance establishing the rate of property tax to be levied for the year 2025 for general municipal purposes and police and fire retirement fund.
Okay, thank you. We are just doing a first read on this tonight. So any questions, any discussion? If not, we can bring this up again at the next meeting. Seeing none, we will do that. That brings us to the last item under new business, and that is Bill number 6573. Can we get a first read by title only, please?
Bill number 6573, an ordinance repealing ordinance number 4676 and granting a new comprehensive sign plan for property at 2001 South Hanley Road.
Okay, we've already had a presentation on this, but does anybody on the board like some more information? Alderman Tice.
So I have a question, and I don't know if it's probably more for the applicant than for Whitney, but so regarding putting all the tenants on the front, and they may not have a door there, are the tenants who have frontage on the, I guess it would be the east side of that south building, concerned that somebody might try to go into their business looking for a different business?
So that could be a concern. There's really only one or two tenants on that south building that don't have a direct door there. And about half of the tenants, because it's so narrow, and there's really just a couple of tandem parking spots up along Hanley there, building, couple parking spots, Hanley Road. Most of the parking and most of the entrances are on the back side. So a lot of those front doors aren't front doors at all. They're kind of closed off. So, I mean, I guess that could occur. I would view it as a very rare occurrence, and there's plenty of room on that entire south building. And that was part of the discussion with planning and zoning, was even if every single tenant wanted to be on that south building, we do have room for it. But we highly doubt we're going to have more than one or two groups that want that, because most tenants are going to want signage directly above their space. And if their front door is, the north building, several tenants on the north building, their front door is on that north building. That's where their signage is going to be.
And then I guess a question for Whitney, with all this signage, this doesn't, it's not too much signage for our sign regulations?
That is the purpose of the comprehensive sign plan, is that you can ask for more than what is currently provided under the code. They have larger ground signs that identify the tenants, not the tenants, but the development. And each tenant is limited to 20 square feet. The current code is that a tenant is provided a minimum of 20, but it's 1/4 of the tenant space. However, in reviewing all of the tenant spaces, no one will likely go above 20 square feet. This comprehensive sign plan limits them to that 20 square feet.
Okay, great, thank you.
Any other questions? Yes, Alderman Harder.
Are you changing the name? Because the old sign says Hanley Plaza, and the new one says Hanley Point.
We are, yes. Well, and there's currently one sign up there now that says Hanley Point, but yes, the intent is to change it from Hanley Plaza to Hanley Point.
Okay.
Anybody else? Okay, normally we have staggered reading for bills. we take up a first read, and at the next meeting, we have a second one. But we do have exceptions for a first and second at a particular meeting if the board feels like that's warranted. So you heard the applicant in response to Alderman Sims' question for the reason for the second read. So with that being the case, anybody interested in making a motion for a second read?
So moved.
Okay, any discussion on that motion? All in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carries in the opinion of the chair. So, Mr. City Attorney, can we get a second read by title only, please?
Bill number 6573, an ordinance repealing ordinance number 4676 and granting a new comprehensive sign plan for property at 2001 South Hanley Road.
Chair would entertain a motion to perfect Bill number 6573 into ordinance form.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? I'm sorry? Yes.
I'd just like to compliment the fact that you're able to keep that Wallace Pencil Company on that old building, which it originally was. It would probably have been a lot easier for you not to have two Hanley Point signs and just put a sign right over that.
We think it adds a lot of character to it. We never wanted to mess with it. But yeah, it adds a lot of character to the building.
Yeah, thanks for doing that.
Of course, absolutely.
Alderman Blufko.
I'll add to that. I think Alderman Lockman is exactly right. And furthermore, this is a challenging space, not only in its configuration, but in its elevation as it compares to Hanley Road, to provide signage that makes any logical sense. And Alderman well, I'll just say, so there were some comments brought up with regard to the amount of signage, and also looking at what planning and zoning did, and concerned about there being so much signage. I would just have to say, I think this improves what's there now, and I think it's cleaner, and I think it's going to be easier to read and navigate. So, thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? Okay, we have a motion to perfect on the table. That is seconded. I see no further discussion. Roll call, please.
Alderman Plufka,
Yes.
Alderwoman Tice.
Yes.
Alderwoman Gold,
Yes.
Alderwoman Sims,
Yes.
Alderman Lockmiller,
Yes.
Alderwoman Harder,
Yes.
Alderman Erger.
Yes.
By a vote of 7-0, bill number 6573 becomes ordinance number 5197.
Great, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Congratulations, yeah. It brings us down to citizen comments. Once again, if anybody in the public cares to address the board, all we ask is that you come to the podium and state your name and your address, and you'll be given up to 3 minutes. Seeing none, we do have a request to go into closed session pursuant to RSMO 610.021 subsection 12. I believe that's it. Okay. Can we get a motion to that effect, please?
Second.
Any discussion? And we will adjourn therefrom. Roll call, please.
Alderman Plufka,
Yes. Yes.
Alderwoman Tice.
Yes.
Alderwoman Gold,
Yes.
Alderwoman Sims.
Yes.
Alderman Lockmiller,
Yes.
Alderwoman Harder,
Yes.
Alderman Erger.
Yes.
Motion